So now I want to talk about a sequel that takes us a little far back. So I want to talk about Son of Dracula from 1943, because I am completely obsessed with horror films in the 30s and the 40s. I could watch them all the time. There's so much to learn. Really taught you how to take a story, what we might not know, or create new angles that we couldn't have thought of. Because Dracula's a huge story, right? I mean, that's not a here or there horror film. To see that expand upon itself really became a blueprint for what we now have for sequels. Another reason I love Son of Dracula is because it's yet another film in a long line of films that prove Black people have been in horror films long before 1999 or any modern era. This is an example of one of those films. So when people are talking about Black people in horror, and especially about them not really being in horror films, this is a perfect example of how that happens. There are Black characters in Son of Dracula. I'm sure nobody thought that, but they're looking for them is what's more important. The fact that we just accept that they're not there is part of the reason this continues to be a non-truth. In terms of its importance in horror history, I love it. In terms of the actual filmmaking, one of the reasons I think it's a great sequel is it doesn't hold back.
This groundbreaking sequel skillfully weaves the complexities of human nature into the fabric of our nightmares, completely revolutionizing the game. Son of Dracula, 1943, is known for subverting on-screen racial divisions by featuring Black actors at a time when they were affirming their humanity. In 1943, a significant event in Black history was the Harlem Riot, sparked by a police officer shooting a Black soldier, leading to widespread rioting and looting in the Harlem neighborhood of New York City. Due to simmering racial tensions and economic frustrations during World War I, this riot was one of several race riots that took place across the country, including notable ones in Detroit and Beaumont, Texas.
It takes what's going on at the time and applies that to the storyline. This was a moment that we could absolutely say horror is forever and always. It is the independent space, the experimental space. It is a space without judgment, which most people can't understand. But there is no industry without horror. And one of the reasons is because of moments like this. Son of Dracula isn't just a great film, but it's also maybe one of the most important horror films in history if you're actually looking to understand that and absorb it.